What's up, everyone, and welcome to Project XTalk, an Xbox podcast, episode number 66. I'm your host, Kevin, aka the Muffin Man, and today I am joined by the human alpaca himself, Tom. How are you doing, my buddy?
Doing pretty good. I mean, I missed an eventful week last week. We have our new member right below, White Sea Deer Ethan over here.
Hello.
And I just didn't get to interact, and I missed out.
That's right. We missed you. You know, you were off getting screwed by the government, though. So
it sucks, doesn't it?
One don't they do that though?
What can you do? You know, like they tell you one thing, you do it, and then they tell you another thing. You know. Anyway, you mentioned Ethan, our newest member. How you doing?
I am doing fantastic, Kevin. I'm ready to beat y'all's asses in this draft coming up at the end of the podcast, and I got something special for you for my what you playing.
Well, we will get there. And apart from Ethan and Tom, I also have the double A man himself, Garrett. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm all right. It's been a rough week, but you know we're getting through. Happy to be here on the podcast. 2022 is started a little poorly for good old Kevin, but we'll get through. So guys, before we get into the actual show, remember, if you like the podcast, we're live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time right here on YouTube. If you can't catch us live, we post every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on all your favorite podcast services. And while you're over there, we would love if you could go drop us a review and rating, whether that be on Apple, Spotify, wherever. If they got ratings, if they got reviews, do it on that platform. We appreciate it. And speaking of reviews, I said, if you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, we'll read it live here on the show. So shout out to two people, Minion Motivation, who says, very good show. This is an intriguing show, and you guys know what you're talking about. And Arizona Kid 988, who says, great show. Love the podcast. Also, apart from that, guys, I've never mentioned it before because, well, we're a small channel, but we do have a Patreon. So if you want to go over to Patreon, you can show us support. $1 a month gets you the general shout out tier and general support. We can go all the way up to $5, at which point you will pick what game I play for Game Pass in review. And you know, that's all our perks. That's all we can offer at the moment.
Lawnmower Simulator 2022.
Control over my life. If you're willing to give me $5 a month, I'm willing to shill out for you. So we did get our first ever patron, and yes, it is Ethan's lovely wife, Bucky Blue. Yeah. So shout out. Thank you for supporting the show. And now that I got housekeeping out of the way, we're going to start the show proper. And we start every show by going around the room and asking one simple question. And that question is, what you playing? So Ethan, you were super excited. I want to start with you. What you playing?
So first of all, I do want to tell you what I'm actually playing. More Halo Infinite. Progression's still broken. Big team battle still broken. Still frustrated. And now they want to nerf the Mangler, and I'm getting pissed off. But with that out of the way, as you guys may know, I am a collector of physical copies of games. I love collecting physical copies of games. And to make that affordable for me, I buy games from 5 years ago that I don't currently own. And so I wanted to do something a little cool. Maybe get some nostalgia points with you guys in the audience. I wanted to go back in time 5 years, once a month, to this time, January 2017, and give you guys the main event of that month, in my opinion. And for this month, it is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Came out in January of 2017. Many people consider this to be the revitalization of the Resident Evil series. I would agree with them. Before you were punching rocks and playing a Michael Bay action movie, this is actual horror. And I have hardly been able to play this game because I am terrible with horror games. But from what I've played, it's really fun. So I've been playing a little bit of that as well.
Okay. Nobody has any comments on that, apparently.
No Resident Evil 7?
Yeah, no, I never
That's a
played
good
it.
one.
I always meant to. I just never had the chance to.
Really?
It's on Game Pass, Resident Evil 7. It's a really good one.
Yeah, but
it's on Game Pass.
But there's a lot on Game Pass, man.
Yeah, but you know,
I could get lost for weeks on there, and you wouldn't get half through what you want to play.
Are you just not interested in Resident Evil games? Have you never played one?
I never played one all the way through. I watched the movies.
Well, the movies are the worst example. The movies are the worst example.
I know.
You gotta at least play Village. Come on,
I've had I've had roommates that have played it, but like, so I just like watched on the side, but like I've always been like doing something else, and it's just like, I don't know, it just hasn't quite been high enough on the interest.
I don't know. So Ethan, what did you think about Resident Evil 7 so far?
I like it, don't like it. I like it because it's a good game. I don't like it because it's absolutely terrifying. It is.
You're
not
scared of
fun.
it.
I am horrified of this game, and like I said, I am not good with horror games by any stretch of the means. But I recognize that it's a good game. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make through it. I came into it with high hopes, thinking I was going to play like nightmare mode and get all the achievements, but I don't know. About that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I can see that being a challenge because ammo is like really limited in those kind of games.
Well, I'm doing a normal playthrough first to get the perks, and then I can go back New Game Plus and do Nightmare.
All right, I was hoping you were just gonna jump in hardest difficulty right off the rip. It would have been a bad.
No.
Have you played RE8 yet, or you're going back, or okay?
Oh yeah, I played through that when it first came out. Loved it. I felt that's a big reason why I wanted to pick up 7, because I remember when 7 came out, I was like, hell no, I'm not playing that. And then I was brave enough to play 8, and I'm like, okay, I'm liking this. Maybe I'll go back and try out 7.
I haven't played any Resident Evil games because
you are missing out.
Like period, never.
I tried 4 back on the GameCube days, and I like freaked out, and I was like, I can't play this game. It's too scary. This is too much. My type of horror games tend to be those walking simulators, like the Medium. I can get behind that, but like actual horror games, I'm probably not down with. Well, that's cool. I know my brother's a big Resident Evil fan, so he'll be happy to hear that. Right there, Made in Bomber. 4 is one of the best games of all time. Yes, I'm well aware that Resident Evil 4 is one of the best games of all time. Okay. Anything else you've been playing that you want to highlight there, Ethan?
Oh yeah, and Sea of Thieves. Me and Garrett have been going hard on Sea of Thieves. It's so fun. Such a good video game. We all like it. Come on.
Yeah, I brought another person in. You can't stop me.
It's such a good game. Let's go.
Kev, you will eventually crumble and play with me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ship you guys off to the Keyhauled podcast.
Kev, we're gonna get you on a galleon and we're gonna go on an adventure. Come on now. Let's go.
Come on. One day. Why not?
Been there, done that. Not for me. Not for me. I like to be on land. I prefer staying on the land.
Well, we'll leave you on the island. That's fine.
Yeah, like there's huge islands. We could do an island day. Sure, why not? We could go fishing.
Oh my god. Ark Wing says, I've only played RE2 Remake. Horror games are not for me. I hear RE2 Remake is amazing though. So
it looks really good. Yeah.
It's a good one to pick. I'm gonna throw it over to Garrett next. Garrett, what you been playing?
Well, I've been playing Sea of Thieves, Halo, and then for indie titles that I've been trying this week, that Organ Trader game.
Hate it.
It is chaotic. Like, I don't know, like you get a good roll, but like those guys that just like want some crazy organ, like I've been having that dude that wants a mythic heart forever. He just sits in my little request thing until I could find that thing. And then my other indie title is that XO1.
Okay, I've heard good
that ball gravity thing. That's a very weird podcasty game. It's like open world, but not. It sort of like guides you down like a little valley, and like I didn't know this until like my second level or whatever. But there's always like a tower or something, and like if you like trick shot off the tower, you get you level up. You get like stronger, and you get to fly more and like blast off into damn near outer space. It's pretty interesting.
I've heard good things about that one. Haven't tried it myself.
Yeah, it's worth trying. It's not too much to download. There's not really any story to it. There's like 5 buttons other than movement with your left stick. Very simple. And yeah, go give it a try.
If you throw in a good pair of headphones, that game will put you in a trance.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Now, Garrett, when you're playing organ, space, whatever, could you hear me out? Could you just record some gameplay and then send it to me and maybe write up a review. Listen, okay, so Ethan's lovely wife in our Patreon, because she gets to choose what game, she chose that one, and I played the game for about 20 minutes, and I literally cannot figure out how to play the game. So I just need someone else to do it. I just need someone else to play it for me, and just do like a little review specifically for her.
I got two things to say on that. First off, three. First off, it's going to be a no, but I think you deserve an explanation. Second, I like to see people suffer. I think suffering is growth, so
all right.
we're gonna see personal growth out of here. And second, I didn't sign myself to be pimped out for that. I signed myself to be pimped out to podcasts, not reviews.
Oh man.
Okay, so I look over at my other two lovely co-hosts who look great today. If I do add, is that a new hat? Is that a new?
Hey, she's an extension of me. So it can't be me because I'm technically the one subbing to the Patreon. It's coming out of both of our accounts. So
Tom, my buddy.
Look, I'm not gonna play that game. Garrett, you're already playing it. Just write something up. Please.
Wait, hold on. So unanimous decision, Amon will do the review.
Yeah, I would love if Amon did the review of this game.
We could all take that vote. All right.
I just can't figure out how to actually play the game. So my review is
it looks ridiculous.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, it is so choppy, like late 80s game. You choose I think how the market goes depicts on what avatar you are. But basically how it works is you open off the trading day, you have 2.5 minutes to get as much stuff. And then how it works is you go over to the requests. There'll be some little alien dude that pops up, is like, my buddy got shot. He needs a new heart. So you'll go over to the buy area. Then you'll scroll through the lists of hearts and lungs and things. And then you'll just match a heart. And then it's just a simple marketing game. He's offering you $380 for a heart. You try to find one at 128. And then as levels get progressively harder, it gives you 2 nerve clusters, a lung, and a liver for $12,000. So then you have to add it up between corresponding things, and then you could do that sale for $6,000 if you do it right. And then you get more money, and then there's this stock market that goes along with God, you're tricking me into the review on live.
I was gonna say this sounds like a great review.
We're recording, right? You're recording, right?
Would you recommend people play it or skip it, or what if you
nothing? I recommend nothing. I recommend you watch Kevin's review on the Oregon
next week.
No, it is not coming next week. It is not coming next week. Let me tell you that much. That one I might have to veto. I literally couldn't figure out how to play.
We'll give you another one. We'll figure another one.
She said lawn mowing simulator in the chat, and again, that's a game that you're testing me here.
I think that's the point.
You can figure it out.
We got to broaden your horizons. I know if she said a JRPG, it would have been done in literally the review time after she posted it.
Listen, I play some bad games, okay? Is that all right?
Yeah. Some, but come on.
We'll sit down and figure something out for you tonight.
Yeah, give into the chaos. Be a yes man.
Looking forward to it. Listen, if you want lawn mowing simulator, I can probably carve out some time for lawn mowing simulator. But I will be salty about it the whole time.
I accept that. Yeah, that's great.
I'll be sitting in my room, be like, stupid game. Blasting death
goddamn
metal.
Grass height.
Yeah, please figure out the grass height for me. That's the mission. That's why I need this video. I'll almost be a Patreon for this. Figure out my grass height.
Tom, we're gonna move it along. What have you been playing?
All right, so I've been gone for 2 weeks now, so just a couple things I've been playing. Resident Evil 2 Remake. I purchased that on sale. It was like what, $13 on the Xbox store during their big year sale that they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. I'm playing it right now through Leon. It actually runs really good on the Series X, even though it's not an optimized game. it has like an uncapped frame rate, so it's like a locked 60, and it's 1x enhanced, so you get like at least a nice 4K visuals. Really enjoying the heck out of this one. I just got to the point. I don't know. You know Mr. X?
Yeah.
So I got up to the point where you get to Mr. X, and now I'm scared. So like now I'm like, should I keep playing this? Should I not keep playing this? Because I feel like I'm being chased and hunted down. That part, that's where it gets you, where you get to be, where you get a little scared. And I get why Ethan was scared of like a Resident Evil 7, because you pretty much get the same thing in there with like the old guy who's like constantly like chasing you down. So there's that. I'm enjoying it. Hard game though, pretty hard. I've never played Resident Evil 2 as a kid. Like I've tried it at a friend's house, but I never owned it myself. So fresh experience, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Mayday Bomber says, "Yeah, you just wait." The dude loved to terrorize you out of nowhere.
Yeah. If he terrorizes me enough, I won't play the game ever again. So we'll see.
Tom, before you move on, I do recommend after the podcast going and looking up on YouTube Vegeta plays Resident Evil 2 remake, because you'll get a dude talking like Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z playing the game. It's hilarious. Great video. But
I'll look it up.
Continue.
Besides that, I've been playing a lot of Ark Survival Evolved. I probably put maybe 15 hours into this game last week. Fun times is breeding dinosaurs, making them have babies. We have a couple of Brontosauruses. We got some mech T-Rexes, normal T-Rexes.
So this is just
dodos.
Viva Pinata with dinosaurs, though.
What's wrong with you?
It's a pretty fun game. Like the technology growth in the game is actually, it keeps you going in terms of the progression. And I'm not playing it in PvP because I just don't have time for that. Like I don't know how anybody, like any one of us would have any time for like an actual PvP game where someone can just destroy your base while you're at work and make it into a full-time job. I refuse to play anything like that again. They're
going to kill all your baby dinosaurs.
They might. Now they can't, because I'm playing PvE, because I'm scared and I don't want that to happen. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. The progression's pretty fun. I'm playing with a group of friends, even though at this point it looks like we're gonna stop playing it, which is unfortunate because one of them's gonna start going back to school, and it just ruins the entire reason I was playing the game to begin with, because I think the game is actually hot garbage. But I enjoyed the progression. I enjoyed the progression, but the gameplay in that game is actual crap.
What's the battle pass look like?
There is no battle pass.
I know, it was a joke because you're talking about progression. So
well, I'll get into Halo. Sure, battle pass still sucks.
Oh my god, it's fine. I'm 73 now. Closing in.
It's not okay when you have to do 5 Fiesta games for 250
you have
XP.
To May, right?
Bro, yeah. I didn't even play yesterday.
Yeah, I maybe play like an hour with Ethan, Garrett, and Amon like the other day, and I don't think I even gained the level. So
that's not possible.
Why?
You play 6 matches, you get a level.
I don't think it's hard to focus on like challenges.
Yeah, like your dailies, like what? It gives you like 300, 200. So that's like what? That's fucking not.
If you play 6 matches, you're guaranteed a level.
Yeah,
I don't like it. But I want to say this: Amon sucks at this game so bad. If you're watching,
hey, that's the future of esports right there.
Yeah,
the future of esports.
I don't know, man. I saw Garrett go like 2-20 the other day.
Oh yeah, dude, I was trash. Like I actually had to start like I was telling Ethan about it. Like I think I have like, you know how there's like stage fright and things. Is it possible to have gaming buddy fright? Because like I had to start like screenshotting games after that just to remind myself I'm not hot trash. Like, see, I can do 22 to fucking 6. Yeah.
Ethan that was some good games. I went like 30-10 that one game. So I was like scribbling like they can't stop me.
Yeah, it was pretty nutty.
Yeah,
it was a good time. What were you talking about, Halo, Tom?
Oh yeah, that's it.
And then Amon's bad at the game.
Yeah, Amon being bad at the game. There was something else I've been playing. Oh yeah, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes. Hell
I'm getting pretty close to the end of that now, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. The only reason I'm playing this is because I started watching like the story of Boba Fett again on Disney Plus. I'm like, let me get that Star Wars.
Honestly, I
fixed.
started getting the hankering for the same. Yeah.
Really good show. No spoilers, but go watch it.
I feel like they could have put more into episode 3. That's all.
I heard.
I feel like it ended on.
Also,
well, no, it just ended on a weird note.
Yet.
Like I felt like there was going to be a more conclusive note to it. It just sort of ended.
I liked it.
I'm not watching any of the Star Wars Disney Plus shows.
Really?
Yeah. I tried The Mandalorian and I was like, I don't like this.
You didn't like The
Mandalorian?
Don't
like The Mandalorian?
No, I gave it 3 episodes. I gave it 3 episodes. It was bored out of my mind. So drop that real quick.
Besides that, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 2042. And I've been enjoying the hell out of myself on that game until the other day where they surprise removed the mode I was playing, which is Rush.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Yes, and I saw articles about it afterwards. I was like, why the hell would you guys do this? This was legit the only reason I was playing this game because I love the Rush game mode.
What is the Rush game mode? Why did they remove it? Tell us a tale.
I mean, they removed it because it was a featured game mode in their Portal mode, which it's like a cycling list of like new games that just are random as hell. Like there was like elves versus something the other day, and it was like a zombie infection mode. It's really good. Like the Portal stuff that they throw out there is really good. But Rush is like a staple for me in Battlefield since Bad Company 1. So I feel like it should have just been included in the main game to begin with. So it's kind of sucks that they just, gave me a little taste just to pull it away from me. And now I'm not going to touch the game again until they probably put it back in.
EA making mistakes with Battlefield? What?
And there's a lot of mistakes. There's like, they're doing like a whole restructurings over there because of the damn game.
Here's my thumbnail.
I think they have like it'll get better. I believe it will. Like they have Vince Zampella working on it, like from Respawn. He done a really good job on like Apex Legends. So hopefully he can turn this game around. I'm more hopeful with Battlefield 2042 being a better game down the line than Halo Infinite.
Get out of here! Oh my god! Get out of here! This is nonsense every week. All right. I'm gonna wrap up what you're playing with what I've been playing. So I beat that Transformers Battlegrounds game I was playing. Beat that last night. My review's going up next week for Game Pass in review. I'm not gonna give any spoilers. If you want my thoughts, listen to last week's. It's a game. It's a game made by a developer. Which I will just say, this was made by CodeSync, which if you look up CodeSync, they've actually like published a lot of like indie games, like replaced that indie game that's coming out. They're publishing that
really?
one. Yeah, that's what their Twitter says. I was like, these guys have published like good games. I don't know what happened here. Like my full thoughts. Been playing some Halo. Been playing some FIFA. Nothing much to say there. I still really hate FIFA and put myself through it for torture, and still love Halo. I think it's a fantastic time. And what else have I been playing? Oh, I wish Amon was here. I got to tell a story now. So I was like, I don't have anything to play on my PS5. And then I went on to the PS Plus collection, and I just was like, Batman Arkham Knight. I was like, you know what? I'm not playing this trash. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
I was about to be excited. I was going to say, that's really a good game that you chose there. I mean, Crash is a good game as well, but geez. Yeah. Come on. Arkham Knight is amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but there was a moment where I was like, maybe I'll download this. Maybe I'll go pick up the other whatever for $4.99 that Amon kept telling me. And then I saw Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. It's like, I'm going to play that instead. And I beat Crash Bandicoot 1, and I have like 8 levels left in Crash Bandicoot 2. And these are very short games. I did not realize how short these original Crash games were. Like Crash 4 took me a while. Like there were way more levels. And Crash 4 Crash 1 is super hard.
You got the hard one out the way. Like now, it's easy from there.
Crash 1 is very hard, especially in the Insane trilogy because it made all the boss fights harder. And then Crash 2 so far is pretty easy. And then I don't even remember Crash 3, to be honest with you, but I'll get to it, and I assume it's not that bad. Yeah, that's basically what I've been going through Crash Bandicoot, just re-falling in love with my 3D platforming Bandicoot. Still, I'll say this. I've said it before. Crash Bandicoot is like the Dark Souls of platformers. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, they're just hard. You just die, and then you finally get it.
4 wasn't that hard.
Bro, I died 97 times in the last level of 4.
Okay, the last level, yeah, but
because you
the
had
majority
to do
of that game,
those lasers at the end, like you had to be like frame perfect.
I took a week-long break from that fight, and I came back and beat it. I literally took a week off because I was getting so stressed.
I sat in my room dying over and over and over, and then I died like literally 90 times in a row, and then I finally came out. I was like, I did it. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm not gonna play a Souls game though. I won't touch them. Too hard. I don't like dying over and over again and then having to get good, except for platformers. But that's all I've been playing, guys. So it's time for a segue. So have a seat, and I'll grab some books from the library and tell you this week's stories. Story number 1, we're going to break down Phil Spencer's interview with the New York Times. Phil Spencer was recently a guest on the New York Times podcast Sway, and we have a lot of interesting tidbits of news that have come from this interview, so I'm going to take them piece by piece. First, we've learned that the Xbox Series X and S have sold better than any other Xbox generation when compared to this point in their life cycle. Phil Spencer said, supply is actually as big as it's ever been. It's the demand is exceeding the supply. At this point, we've sold more of this generation of Xboxes, which is Xbox Series X and S, than we have any previous version of Xboxes. Adding to this, analyst Daniel Ahmad says that based on these comments, the Xbox Series X and S would have had to have shipped over 12 million units. The last reported figures for Sony's PS5 that we had were officially 13.4 million, and that was in October, so you imagine those are a little bit higher now. But guys, I want to stop here for the interview. This generation, a lot closer than people were reporting. I saw a lot of saying VG chart numbers, which were like 6-7 million, and that PS5 was like triple selling the series consoles. Apparently not, according to good old Phil Spencer. So I'm open the floor. Who wants to tackle this one first?
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah,
like you can't find these consoles, so it makes sense to me that they're flying off shelves. Even the Series S doesn't stay on the shelves for too long. I'm not surprised that this is like the best-selling console, to date.
Side note, okay, unrelated subject. Still felt the need to say. I think I already told Ethan. I think I could get a PlayStation 5 or whatever in my local electronics store.
Really?
Yeah, I was there the other day, and then I was talking to her, and she had the new Switch. I was like, "Oh, what other systems did you have?" She had 6 to 10 PlayStation 5s for up to 2 weeks before Christmas. Only just sold the last one the day before I was there. She gets an average of 2 or 3 every week and a half to 2 weeks. I was like, "What?"
She's got the hookup
on
one.
Back.
Garrett, there's no way.
What is going
You
on?
must live in a town with 10 people with one electronics store randomly there for whatever reason.
No, we're in a town of 5,000. That's why I was like, "You're crazy." But yeah, no, and then I look over and she's like, "I even forgot to bring out these 5 PlayStation Series S's," and she had 2 more Series X's. What is going on? You gotta put this stuff
bought
online.
them all, and you're scalping them.
No, I'm not that guy, man. I'm putting out the recommendation. The source in all the small BC mountain town guys. Go there.
you're an anomaly. That is not the norm.
Yeah, I know. But when I went to the cities, everything was sold out everywhere. Yeah.
I've never seen a PS5 or a Series X in the wild. I see Series S's all the time. Series S is pretty in stock. Mayday Bomber says she's sitting on a gold mine.
Right?
Upsell those bad boys.
Yeah. And like I asked her, I was like, so how many
Terrible.
like scalpers have you had? She's like, I've always just limited it to one, and if I remember your face, I'll deny you the second time. I was like, oh,
Wow.
all right.
Wow. Shout out the local electronics lady.
Yeah.
But back to the topic, Series X and S selling well. Ethan, you wanna chime in?
Yeah, I think this is less so numbers of sale as it is just numbers they manufactured. Because at this point, pretty much every single system that's being built is being sold immediately, whether it be to a consumer or a bot for a scalper. So I think we're not going to see the actual like competition until maybe a year from now when we start having availability for everyone. You can just log online and buy one of these systems. But for now, it's pretty much anything that's posted is getting sold out immediately. So PlayStation is just ahead of the curve on manufacturing at this point, I think.
Yeah, and they cut manufacturing too.
Yeah.
And with the PSVR 2 rumored to be going into manufacturing soon, there's rumors they might have to scale it back again. So is it that Xboxes are just more readily available than PlayStations? That's what's keeping it close? Possibly. But I also think that we know the Series S is actually outselling the X because they can make the S, they can make more of the S because it doesn't take as many chips. They've said that themselves, that they're producing more of the S's than the X, and they're still selling out. So I think this is great. I think it's great news that the generation is so close, even this early on. And like I said, we'll see how it goes. But I'm not one to dive into figures like this. But we can continue with Phil's interview. He also was asked a lot about moderation on Xbox, and Phil stated, the point you bring up about anonymity on the internet and what behavior that unlocks for people who want to leverage those things, I'll call them evil reasons, I think is great learning. And what we find on our network is when people are misbehaving, we have a report function that's built right into social connections that people create on our platform. If we ban somebody's account, we really have the ability to impact someone's gaming identity. Phil went on to add that we're, quote, not a free speech platform, saying that we don't want every conversation to be able to be had on Xbox. He had something I would love for us to be able to do. This is a hard one, is when somebody gets banned in one of our networks, is there a way to ban them across other networks? Guys, I'm gonna chime in first. I would love this feature. I think this would really stop trolls, people that just specifically try to ruin other people's times on the internet because, say, you have all your accounts linked. If you do something bad one place, then it's going to affect you across every platform. I think that would greatly diminish the amount of nonsense and horrible behavior we see online.
So I have two takes on this.
Okay.
So first, if they do ban someone, I'm okay with it as long as they can still have access to their entire library of stuff that they purchased. You can, like, as long as you guys like, as long as that issue specific is solved, it's fine to a point. Now, I want to say, if this was 13-year-old me, 14, 15, high school me, I would have been banned every day of the week. So
yeah, that's sort of what I resonate on, man. Like,
wow.
No.
Wow.
So is it like, all right, so I think you have to be able to moderate to a point. Obviously, you want to punish those who are like doing those like being vulgar, for example. And banning them on multiple platforms, fine. But maybe, just maybe, not permanent kind of stuff. That I think that's a little, even more, like a little harsh.
I think so. So I want to jump in before anybody else. So Phil said in the interview they have an AI bot that automatically like checks everyone's like conversations, and if you start to have like a conversation on Xbox Live that isn't appropriate, you get a warning to say, "Hey, this conversation, like, stop what you're doing." And then if you don't do that, then you get in trouble. I don't think permaban should be instant handouts. I think you should get temp bans, like a day and then a week and then a month, and then like after that you're just asking for it. So like I don't feel bad for you.
I wonder what these conversations are that would cue this
bot.
Yeah,
where's the start and stop on those conversations?
Yeah, so like I'm in a party chat with a group of my really close friends, and we say some really disgusting stuff that I would never say to anyone else. But I've never had any sort of bot come up to me ask me, hey, you might want to chill, Tom.
I think they're talking about text-based stuff. I don't think they can moderate your voice chat, which, again, if you're in a party chat, that's a little different to me because you have to agree to be in the party chat.
Yeah, that's true.
Very true.
Yeah.
So, Ethan, thoughts on moderation?
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with the cross moderation between the platforms. There are a lot of toxic individuals out there in gaming, and it's never going to go away. We know that. It's always going to be here. But the best we can do is play whack-a-mole with it. And surprisingly, this is actually already being done by at least one company, and that's, of all places, Activision. To play Call of Duty, you need to have an Activision account, and that links your PlayStation, your Xbox, your PC. No matter what you play, you have to log in through that Activision account. If you get banned by Call of Duty for being a toxic person, you can't play on any of the 3 systems. Now, I'm not suggesting that every single video game company should have their own account that you have to hook up to in order to play their games. That would suck. But it's doable. And I think the big 3, Nintendo, I guess the big 4, if you count Steam, Nintendo, Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation, could very easily get together and say, hey, if someone's being toxic on Xbox, we don't want them over on PSN. We don't want them over playing, Half-Life on Steam. We don't want that. So Phil Spencer I love his how candid he is. I love how he talks. I mean, he's a really good representative of the Xbox community. So
for sure,
I fully agree with what he said here.
I don't have anything more to add. Garrett, you got anything to say before we move on to the last part of his interview?
No, like they did pretty good sum up on it. I feel we'll move the show along.
All right. Well, speaking of Activision, Ethan, he was also asked about the controversy with Activision Blizzard, and Phil stated that the quote, the work we do specifically with a partner like Activision is something that obviously I'm not going to talk publicly about. We have changed how we do certain things with them, and they're aware of that. He said, but this isn't about, for us as Xbox, virtue shaming other companies. Xbox's history is not spotless, and stressed Xbox has learned from past mistakes, which is what he wants other companies to do. He refused to comment on Bobby Kotick's position as CEO of Activision. Garrett, I'm going to start with you on this one. What do you think here about his kind of non-answer?
I think he said as much as he could, right? Mm-hmm. Given his position, he can't say anything too aggressively or too bad, but he did show that, yes, his company and himself back in the day, like, what was that, Scalebound? It was a pretty heavy axing. Like, they don't have a spotless history themselves, so I think it was a ye who is not sinned shall cast the first stone sort of deal.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. I think he was very respectable with it. Sort of leaned in on the, hey, you guys should acclimate better like we did, but not too aggressively. He handled it quite well.
Yeah. No, I tend to agree. I would have loved for him to just been like, get him out of here, but obviously he's not gonna do that. Yeah. They have contracts and everything.
Yeah.
Ethan, I'm curious what he means by they've changed certain things they do.
Yeah. I'm not sure really what that entails, because I mean, as far as I know, the relationship between Activision and Xbox is just, here's our dev kit. You can make games for our console. As far as I know, there's not really any cross promotion between the two brands. Maybe they stopped advertising Call of Duty on the homepage or something small like that. I don't know. But with these comments, obviously he did the best he can, like Garrett said. I mean, anything Phil Spencer says affects not only him, but the other people that work at Xbox and all the studios under him. Obviously, anything that could be perceived as negative to the company, it can tank share prices, things can go bad. So he definitely tiptoed around the issue, and he kind of had to in this situation. So,
Tom, I saw you making some questioning faces. You got something over there about the Activision Blizzard comments?
Like, I get why he's being hesitant to speak up, but geez, if I was in his position, I would say, fuck you, Bobby. Step down. Nobody wants you. you're ugly,
and you'd be
stupid."
fired.
And bye.
Yeah, that's what to say that, and that's exactly why you're not in that position.
Attacking the man's appearance.
Now, as far as
Like,
Activision as a
ruthless.
whole, I wouldn't treat Activision as a whole really bad, but like get rid of the helm. The helm needs to go. So, and that's Bobby. So
Yeah,
I think tiptoeing
but
around
you
that is
can't
like
set
tiptoeing
that
around the
precedence.
primary issue. Why not? Why not?
You,
Garrett?
like
Like, who cares if Activision
because,
stops
man,
Another
like-
another
Microsoft,
thing,
right?
Another thing that Phil said that I think makes sense is that him as CEO of Xbox, he can't just pick and choose who CEOs should be. I think he said that in some way.
Yeah, he
I
did.
forget the exact quote.
Yeah.
He basically can't be the kingmaker when it comes to these things, and he really has no opinion in the matter. It's not up to him. It's up to the shareholders of Activision Blizzard. So, I mean, he could have stirred the pot, started scandals, hurt stock prices, and nothing would have changed, or he could have done none of that and nothing would have changed.
Yeah.
So.
I'd like to think that he probably does have an opinion on
he
Mr.
for
Kotick.
surely
sure.
does.
Yeah.
It's
Just
he
the way
can't say it. He is
just-
the lead or the
I feel like
figurehead of Xbox.
I feel like we all know what it is too. Like just the way he like speaks and like he's like a good dude. Like he's sitting back there like, what are they doing over there? Like my lord. No, I thought it was a very good interview from Phil Spencer. If anyone wants to check it out, some good pieces of information. Guys, I'm gonna move on to story number 2, if that's all right with everyone.
Yeah.
And that is coming from Tom Warren over at The Verge. Microsoft has discontinued all Xbox One consoles. Cindy Walker, the senior director of Xbox console product marketing, has confirmed that, quote, to focus on production of Xbox Series X and S, we've stopped production for all Xbox One consoles by the end of 2020. So they did this a while ago secretly and didn't tell anyone. But the interesting piece of news, this comes shortly after Bloomberg reported Sony will continue to manufacture PS4 consoles through 2022 after originally planning to end them 2021. So Microsoft hasn't been making Xbox Ones since 2020. PS4 still getting made throughout this year, presumably because nobody can get a PS5. Do we think that this is, Microsoft has the dual SKU approach, which is working out for them.
Yeah.
And Sony, while they have a digital and a physical, the components are still the same. They still require the same amount of chips. So we think that the dual approach might be benefiting Microsoft here and PS4s. You're gonna have to settle for a PS4 instead of a PS5.
Yeah, I think the production of the Series S definitely has to do a little bit with this. But I do want to touch on Sony's strategy, saying that they're going to build more PS4s so that they can make more PS5. I don't really understand that strategy, expanding the PS4's life cycle. I mean, they're taking resources away from manufacturing of the PS5 to put it towards PS4s. I don't understand how that works, but I guess that's what they want to do to make more money.
Yeah, but that, like you said, it makes no sense since at least Microsoft's approach, even though they're able to pump out the Series S's at a much more rapid pace, so discontinuing the original One S is fine. They already got rid of the One X a while ago as well. So if they're able to keep pumping these out, at least the new people that you're getting in, even if they're starting at the entry level console, they can still like benefit from like the generation moving forward. Where you get that PS4 that you're still pumping out for whatever reason, those people are going to eventually be locked out. Mm-hmm. So as a consumer, it seems like, counterintuitive. Why would I get this when I can just get like maybe a Series S?
Well, I think we're seeing some of that backlash with a lot of PlayStation games being cross-gen now. Games that they said that were going to be PS5 games are now PS4 and PS5 games. I'm not talking about Horizon because my understanding is that was always meant to be cross-generation, but like God of War and Gran Turismo for sure definitely was not meant to be a PS4 game. And now it is, because they're going to downscale it because they just don't have enough PS5s out there in the wild. So I think the dual approach for Microsoft is paying off, where, like you said, you $300, you get a next gen console. It's a Series S. It's not as powerful, but it is a next gen console.
Yeah, and most people aren't going to care to play 4K. That's not the general gamer.
Only like 30% of people have 4K TVs.
Yeah, so there's no point if you don't have a 4K TV to get the Series X, really, unless you're a hoarder like me and like physical copies of games.
Garrett, what are your thoughts on this?
What? I think no, I can't be too bad. No, okay, let's keep it calm. I think that they're just putting their faith in what their business strategy is. By a company, Xbox is more about people playing together and things. That's how they make their money, by you continuing to use their services, right? Well, PlayStation has a business model of single player, play or pay $70, play the game for the 30 hours, put it on the shelf, collect it, done. Right? I think they are putting more of their money in understanding that they have way more of these PlayStation 4 experiences or cross-plat experiences so that they could still shell out these machines and have them of interest for another couple of years. Let's be real here. And then and once you get that PS5, like that big backlog of their money making, pay $80 for your 40-hour experience and then put it on the shelf, that's when you're going to see them dial back in production, because they're going to be their mainly profitable thing, if you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
I'm not sounding too crazy.
I get what you're saying. They've transitioned from we believe in generations to cross-gen ain't so bad.
They're like, we could keep selling these games on PS4 if we dial back select parts of it, and everybody's already got a PS4. So yeah.
That's one thing I wanted to say. Everyone has a PS4 already, right? Like who at this point is like, I'm gonna go grab a PS4?
Yeah, that's the one thing that didn't make sense to me at all. But whatever.
Tom, so I wanted to bring something up. Do you guys think that with Sony seeing the chip shortage, it's probably going to end up being like well into 2023? Do you think they'll consider maybe releasing like a PS4.5, like a Series S type deal?
No.
I
don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. I think
I'm not even crazy enough for that.
I think if anything, they'd release a PS5. They've released a PS5 Pro, and then the PS5 digital would be like the entry level.
Yeah, but that doesn't solve the chip issue. So, you're still short on PS5s.
It's true. I hope there's no mid-gen refreshes. Like,
I do.
That.
Yeah, no, that would be like a mid-gen like regression if you're making
we're going backwards.
So I want to just bring up games with ray tracing right now. They run terrible, like at 30 FPS, and a lot of these 4K titles still aren't even like at a solid 60. So if they do a mid-gen refresh, I will not care. I'll buy their Xbox Series XXX.
Bro, I don't care about 4K. Is my listen, you know what they need is whoever's over at Insomniac, tell everyone else how to make ray tracing, because they get 1080 to 1440p 60 FPS with ray tracing. They've done it for Ratchet and Clank, they've done it for Spider-Man. Whoever over there at Insomniac has figured it out. Let's get them working on it. Yeah,
but they only have one form of ray tracing. You want to get all of it involved, it's going to be a clusterfuck.
I don't expect. I think we're looking for different levels of ray tracing this generation. that's a whole different thing. I'm happy with any form of ray tracing. If it's Control Ultimate Edition, I still think has the best ray tracing I've seen in a game. Yes,
really nice.
You have to play it at 30 FPS, but I still think it's the best version of ray tracing. Anything else on the production side, guys, before we go into story number 3?
No.
Okay,
I'm good.
Well, story number 3 is a little fun one. Dying Light 2 has over 500 hours of content, boys. Trying to build hype for the upcoming game, Techland tweeted that Dying Light 2 will take 500 hours to fully complete. This sparked a lot of backlash, leading to not only one, but 2 clarification tweets where they initially clarified, quote, a regular player should finish the story and side quests and do quite a lot of exploring in less than 100 hours. Don't worry. Which didn't ease tensions, leading to further clarification that the main story can be done in 20 hours, and then the additional 480 hours is for side quests and full completion.
I'm just relieved that it'll at least be a few months before I see your god dang 100% post on our Discord. Okay, there's no way that you can do the 500 now. Good.
You're
Good.
assuming he
Have
wasn't
fun
even
with
going to
those
play the
fetch
game.
quests.
Yeah. First of all, you're assuming that I care about this game, which I don't. But good one. Secondly, this is way too much, right? Like this puts
way
me
too
off
much.
the game.
How many fetch quests do you need?
Thank you. Like, how much of that
Like
is actual good content?
Yeah, like you could add different story to things, but going out and killing 8 of something and gathering a bottle, you could dress it a million different ways. It's still going out and killing some things and getting a damn bottle. Like, there's only so many. Like, maybe you should add a limit where there's like 4 of each per game. Make it as interesting as you can. Let's see some evolution there, but no, I think that's way too much. Way too much.
Well, you can have big, expansive video games with lots of side quests that are very detailed and fleshed out. One example I have is Ghost of Tsushima, where almost all of the side missions, they have their own cutscenes. They have a story behind them. You know, you actually feel like you're doing something during these side quests. It's not like a Ubisoft side quest where you just kill X amount of people and take over an area. Obviously, the regular person isn't going to care that it takes 500 hours. You're going to play through it at your own pace and do it. You don't have to do everything. But there's a subset of gamers that are completionists. And I consider myself, I guess, a bad one, but I am one. I am a completionist. I try my best. And I want to get everything done in a game where I feel like I didn't get my money's worth. I mean, I am the type of person that sunk 160 plus hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey and got all 96 achievements or whatever it was. But 500 hours, that is a lot to ask for someone that has a real life. I mean, I don't think there's very few people out there that would be able to actually sink that amount of time into a game without getting bored of it.
That'll just make the achievements way more prestigious then, right? Because then the ones who sunk all that extra time, you know, like, oh man, this guy grinded 500 hours.
I hate collection achievements. I hate achievements that are about collection.
Hold up. Okay? I love collectibles.
I want achievements to actually push you to do something unique in a video game instead of just going to pick up different things around a map. Man, so I know with a 500-hour game, at least 10 of those achievements are going to be fetch them achievements. Go collect 100 bottles of fart. I don't care. I don't know.
I am the
and what do you have to say to that, Kevin?
No, I listen mainly because I like to platinum and 100% a lot of 3D platformers, and in those it's a lot of collectibles, collectathons, like Psychonauts 2, where you had to collect like 50 of whatever the how many figments there are. There's like 100 or something. That I would much rather do than have to go do some specific challenge that if you mess up, like, oh, well, like you gotta try. Like perfect example of this is the Halo Infinite chain reaction achievement, where you have to get a chain reaction kill, which basically means you use a shock rifle and you have to shoot an enemy and have it the electric go onto another enemy and kill that enemy. This is so frustrating.
That one's pretty goofy. Yeah,
it's like so hard to do. I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate
but
having
on
to do
the
that
equal side
thing.
of that, isn't there like a thing for getting all of those like the little pictures that are like every 12 feet in Psychonauts?
Yeah, the figments. Yeah, love it.
Yeah,
great. Give me those. Yeah, that's what I want.
What if I forgot one in a hallway?
Oh, I did.
4 levels back. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, bro.
Like that. I
spent 2.5 hours looking for one.
The cycle of collectible achievements is this: you do as much as you can, and then you go on and find an IGN guide, and you just read it down the line and get everything else. That's what I had to do with Halo Infinite. I can't find every single item in Halo Infinite or every skull. You just go on your phone and stare at a guide, and then go through the motions. That's all collection achievements are to me.
See, I hate collection as well. Like Halo Infinite, for example,
I don't do collection.
I didn't gather. I probably gathered maybe like 20% of whatever collectibles you can possibly get in Halo Infinite. Didn't care. I have 0 skulls. We'll never go back to get the skulls. Halo 5, same thing. I never got back to get the skulls either there. Do I care? No, I just don't like collectibles. I'm going to play the game. I'd rather do the achievements like like what he was talking about, where you line 5 dudes up with the shock rifle, boom, that feels satisfying. Like when you don't expect it as well, because I don't look at the achievement list before I even play a game. When I see it, it's like, oh, whoa!
Or and you get that little jewel sound for like,
yeah,
and then the 0.21. Oh,
like I did something legendary and I didn't even try. I'm legendary.
Yeah, I'll do collectibles, but I'm not gonna have fun while doing them. So I will do them though.
That's funny, guys, because not only do I look at the achievement list, I will Google, like, I'll go to like PSN profiles or True Achievements and see the difficulty for like getting the 100 or the platinum. If it requires more than one playthrough, I'm out. I ain't doing it. If your game can't be 100% in one playthrough, I'm not interested in getting it. I'm gonna move on. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait till the new Fable comes out.
Oh
that's going to be like
that's getting 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to get 100%, but there's no way that they're going to allow it to be in one playthrough.
I don't know. It depends. I'll have to see the achievement.
Okay,
list.
right off the hop, you got the good ending and the bad ending.
That's what I'm saying. Well, you could just make 2 save files right before, like, and then you just go change your karma.
Or how, like, they're like, I don't know. I think they're going to have some crazy story elements in that. There's going to like Mass Effect level of
it's possible
screwiness.
Listen, I only need the insanity run for Mass Effect, and then I got it. No, like Infamous Second Son, I did the good playthrough. I did every side marker. The only thing I have to do is play through it on the evil like path, and I'm just not doing it. Like, I'd get the platinum, but I just don't want to play through the game again.
I have that one. I have all.
Would you have to play through the end, or like could you go back to a save file right before the end, and then just like beat up a granny or something over and over again?
No, you gotta make
you're evil.
You have to make the evil choices throughout the game.
Okay.
So can't for that one, but
Dying Light 2, who's still gonna play it regardless?
No.
I'm still in. Garrett, you still in?
For which?
Dying Light.
Dying Light.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna play Dying Light.
No, it has zombies in it. I'm not playing.
I already bought it.
Okay.
Like, I don't like pre-ordering games,
but
Dying Light 2 I got like the day came out.
No, this puts me off it even more. Like, if it came to Game Pass, maybe I would like play it for the 20-hour campaign and then move on. But there's no way that I'm gonna buy this.
And like, honestly, I think this is like the scariest game. I don't know. I haven't done a Resident Evil. I can't say, but there's just something about like the chill terror of running back to your base with like those things chasing you at night.
Yeah.
Dying Light
you
1
could like
was horrible.
have like the looking back feature, and you're like parkouring over a building. You look back midair just to see like 10 of them leaping. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't finish that game. Too scary.
I didn't finish it either.
Horrifying.
I was playing with friends.
I played the following. Oh, loved it. Loved all of it.
All right, guys, we're coming up on an hour, so I'm gonna move through these last 2 stories. Excuse me. Story number 4. IO Interactive has announced that Hitman Trilogy is releasing digitally January 20th. That's 1 week from today on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Alongside this announcement, we learned the trilogy will launch day 1 into Xbox Game Pass on cloud, console, and PC. Huge announcement, guys.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Aman, we know he hates Hitman, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I wasn't the biggest. I'm not the biggest fan of it, to be honest. But
it's a huge get for Game Pass.
Yeah,
for
sure.
I played through Hitman 3. I never got to play the Hitman 1 or 2 levels. I know there's like an option now where you can pay to access those levels on Hitman 3. So now that they're going to add it to Game Pass, this is even better. I'm going to be able to play them for free. Actually go back, and I enjoyed the hell out of that game. I repeated so many levels from Hitman 3, and now just gets to do all of them. Amazing game.
Oh yeah.
You know what's good about the way that IO does it is that the levels from 1 and 2 will be now put into the 3 engine.
Yeah.
So they're going to look even better. It's like you're going to get the best experience, because that's what they even even if you just own 2, like on my PS5, I have 2 from PS Plus, and they let you upgrade it to the 3 engine. So I was playing Hitman 3 technically, but like I was just doing the level in 2 because that's what I owned. So I think it's a great addition, and that'll come in 1 week. And speaking of Game Pass, guys, story number 5 is our last news story, and then we're going to get into our fun topic. Stalker 2 has been delayed. Announced yesterday, Stalker 2 has officially been delayed. Coming from their official Twitter account, the announcement read, Stalkers, we've made the decision to postpone the release of Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl to December 8th, 2022, saying the additional time will allow them to polish the game. Stalker 2 is currently set to launch into Xbox Game Pass with a 3-month exclusivity agreement. Tom, I know you were bummed about this one.
I am. Like, it being removed from like the early period of the year, now I'm only looking forward to a game at the very end at that point. Like Starfield. I'm going to be playing Starfield during the time that Stalker 2 comes out. I'm not going to play Stalker 2 at that point. I feel like it's just going to be overshadowed by so many great games that's coming out right before it. And unfortunately, I don't feel like Stalker is like a huge enough name for people to even care that much about if it ends up being at the very end of the year. Why is this happening? Are you guys removing your NFTs that bad? Like, were they that integral to the game? Where you're gonna, I guess we have to remove it. Let's delay it further. We got to get these NFTs out of the damn game.
No. No, it obviously this is par for the course for what's going on. I doubt this will be the last game we see get a big push. And honestly, I'm fine with it. I like it that these companies are now taking it seriously and actually pushing out games to polish them more. I think you've seen many examples of game companies releasing games too early. I mean, EA just did it with Battlefield. Obviously, we look at Cyberpunk, the biggest news story of 2020 when that came out. And then you look at what happened with Halo Infinite. And I know it's not perfect, but I guarantee you if it was released when it was supposed to be released, it would be a bad thing for Xbox. And we'd be talking about Halo Infinite in a much more negative light. So I'm happy they delayed it. Hopefully the game gets way more polished than it already is. And nobody talks about NFTs anymore.
Wait, you mean we'd all sound like Tom?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Look, I don't hate on Halo. I'm just critical about it. Jeez.
Listen, man. I thought Stalker 2 looked good from what we saw last time out. The trailer looked good. It was one of those games like I'm not overly excited for it, but if there's a lull in gaming, it's one I would download and like probably play through the campaign because it did look like an interesting and pretty game, certainly from an FPS standpoint. But like Tom said, this is moving it to a period where I'm probably going to be a little busy. So I don't know about you, Stalker.
Tom said it the best. If Starfield is anywhere out and corresponding to a month of that, even before, I'll probably be too excited about Starfield to play that. Like, nah, it's going to be buried by fall of just the fall of gaming. There's going to be so much coming out. It's going to be ridiculous.
And I think this is the second time it was delayed. Am I remembering that correctly? I feel like it was meant to come out at the end of 2021, and then it got delayed till April.
Yep.
And now it's delayed again. So it's basically been like a year delay total. Which, worked for Halo, despite what some people on this panel say.
There's no Forge. Enough said.
We don't need Forge.
Let's move on.
We need Forge.
That's all we got for this news week. This week, guys. Wow, I just said week so many times. Apologies. But we're going to move into our fun topic, and that's going to be a Fantasy Critic Games draft. You may have seen this on some other podcasts, but for those unfamiliar, it works similar to fantasy football, but with games. Each of us, including Amon, who isn't here, created a fake publisher, and now we will be taking turns drafting games coming in 2022. The goal is to build the best lineup of games based on how you think they will score on OpenCritic, not Metacritic. They're usually about the same, though. You'll get a point for every point above 70, and you'll lose points for every point below 70. We will not be selecting all 12 games today. We're each going to choose 9, I think I set it to, I believe. And then we'll have 3 open slots to pick up games throughout the year based on new announcements as 2022 goes on, because not every game that is coming out has been announced. You'll have to bid on those games. It is a secret auction, so you have I think it's $100 to go bid and buy games after the fact. If a game gets delayed, you are allowed to drop it and pick up a new game. If a game doesn't come out, well, too bad for you. We also each get 2 counter picks. These are games that other people have selected that you think will flop, and if you're right, then you get points. Does that make sense, everyone? If so,
oh yeah,
we're gonna start the draft. So everyone got their league pulled up?
C.
Okay. So I'm about to click start drafting, and we will see who gets first. Warning, once you start the draft, you can no longer... Yep, that's fine. The draft is currently in progress. Oh, it's my turn to draft. Just so everyone knows, it was a random selection.
Sure.
Nah, rigged. Rigged.
Okay, so I have to.
The only thing that changed was Garrett and Tom's position. They just swapped. Yeah, that's the only thing that changed.
All right, guys. What game should I go with? Should I?
I'm not helping you.
See, I'm torn. Okay. Do I go with Starfield and be like Xbox, or do I go with a PlayStation game that is sure to be a roaring success on Metacritic?
I don't know. Do you want to be a risk taker?
I mean, I'm jumping ship to PlayStation a lot this game, so forgive me.
Come on, what do you have in your idea? What's your idea?
I'm picking my game right now. I just didn't want everyone to hear my keyboard. All right, I'm selecting it. I'm drafting it. It's done. Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a terrible choice.
Terrible.
No, it wasn't.
The first one has an 89 on Met.
No, good job. Good job.
Was that on your list? Is that the problem?
No, it's definitely not on my list. Nowhere near my list.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Next up is the Kingsmen.
Uh-oh.
Tom? Oh, no, that's Garrett.
Kingsman is Garrett.
Garrett, you're on the board. So, what are you thinking here, buddy? He's muted. Is he doing this on his phone?
Starfield. Yes, I am.
Oh, Starfield.
Okay. You're picking You're going right for Starfield.
Yeah.
So,
no messing around.
Did we have to type it in, or was it like a list of games like on there?
Yeah. So you can, when you click on the side, it says draft game, then you get to type in the game you're looking for. So you can either search for the game, or you can click from, it says show like top available games, and you can just have a drop down.
Wait, so I won't be able to do it simultaneously off my phone. I didn't realize that until now.
Kevin, you should be able to do it.
I can do it for you. I can do it for you.
Oh, even better. That way you don't have to worry.
So you wanted Starfield.
So there goes 2 of my top 4.
Wait, so does that mean you can do it for me too? Because I'm not logged in. I don't know what my password was. I made a random password and it's connected to my phone.
You guys are okay. I'm just gonna draft
running the whole thing.
All right. Right now it's Lootbox Inc. Whoever Lootbox Inc. is.
That is me. God of War Ragnarok.
Ooh,
you
risky.
Son of a
risky.
Risky. That is not risky.
Is that going to come out this year?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is that going to come out? I don't know.
I'll take that chance. If it comes in, it's going to be hard and Forbidden West will ever be.
I wanted it. All right. We are up to Ethan. Is your turn.
Spacer's choice. So my first draft pick is going to be Elden Ring.
Basically,
easy one from Software. They don't miss. It's going to be highly rated. Critics are going to eat it up, and it's going to be. We also have the luxury of having seen hours of gameplay already from every YouTuber ever that was able to get on the early access. So it looks great.
These were basically the 4 I expected to go first. If I'm honest, I'm not at all surprised about this. Still says your choice, so let me know once you've drafted that. But I think, listen, do I think you got a good game on your hand there? Yeah, probably. But do I hope that this is the first From Software flop? Yes. I hope it's as bad as
I
Game of
really
Thrones
doubt it.
8.
You're really, I doubt it. You're gonna have to do it for me. I can't find out how to draft that.
Okay, all right.
It's not showing me nothing.
I'll do it for everyone. It's the first game. Okay, and I get the pleasure. Amon sent me a list of games that he wants. He told me his number 1 pick, and I told him if it was still available, I would pick it for him. And surprisingly, it is still available. His number one pick is Gotham Knights, which
I figured
it doesn't surprise me. That's it.
I think it's a huge mistake personally. That's not like a first round draft pick. That's a game like it could be in the 70s.
Yeah. Is that being developed by Rocksteady?
Is that the one by Rocksteady?
Rocksteady's doing Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
if they're
so
doing
it's
Gotham
not.
Knights. Oh, that's surprising.
That's right, Bucky. Poor Kevin. Amon gets to go again. So I'm going to go with the second game on his list, which is Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Oh, that's gonna be terrible. That's my counter pick right there.
Yo, I want that game to be good, but like I was not gonna draft it for this.
Turn-based card combat. That's gonna be so fun.
I love turn-based card combat. I don't know why you're hating. Okay, we are back to Ethan. What is your second pick? There's a lot of games still available.
My second pick is going to be, I think, a safe one. It's going to be Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection.
I don't know if that's eligible.
I looked it up. It said it was eligible. It is a remaster of the old Uncharted games being brought over to PS5.
Uncharted Legacy of Thieves is ineligible.
What? Then why is it showing on the list?
Remasters aren't eligible.
Oh, man. All right. Well, let me cross that off real quick. Yep. All right. My next one is going to be Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I am really surprised Amon did not pick this up. This is being developed by Rocksteady, the guys who made the Arkham series. It's looking great. And if they hit like they did with Arkham, then it's going to be a fantastic game. So I'm pretty sure Rocksteady's got this one in the bag.
I'm way more excited for Gotham Knights than I am Suicide Squad.
I'm excited for both. It's going to be great.
I just don't like any of the characters in the Suicide Squad. It's a problem. Lootbox Inc. We're back to you, Tom. What is your second pick?
So since Uncharted wasn't eligible, like were re-releases for PC eligible? Because I was going to choose God of War.
Nope, ports and God of War's already out. It
comes out tomorrow.
Ports and remasters are not eligible. You want God of War Ragnarok and
reviews
God of War.
are already out for
it. Get out of here.
What is it looking like an open critic, Ethan?
It was at 93 last night.
See, that would have been a good get for me.
Yeah, it would have been a good get. But guess what? The game came out 40 years ago.
Yeah, it's sitting at a cool 94 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Shoot.
Mayday Bomber says, gonna need a Suicide Squad to take me out if I have to play it.
So I'm gonna go a little risky with the second one, and I'm gonna go Pokemon Legend of Arceus.
Oh, wow. that is risky.
Yes, it's real mixed according to like Reddit, but we'll see what the actual reviewers think.
Yeah, I got it pre-ordered. I think the game looks dope.
I did not like the look of it.
Listen, the frame rate's chugging a little, but I like the actual concept of the game.
It looks like it's straight out of 2014. All right.
Well, the Switch is straight out of 2014.
Yeah, it is.
Garrett, we're back to you. What is your second game?
Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know why you guys are making this fucking
that's not coming out this year.
I don't think it's coming out. No, I think it's getting delayed.
Well, they're saying it is, but I don't think so.
I have no faith in that game coming out this year.
I'm putting it on.
If that hits,
that's my Hail Mary.
If that hits.
Listen, Starfield and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is on Garrett's. That's a strong.
That's pretty solid.
Man, you already went there. That was going to be one of my Hail Marys, but okay.
Yeah, like that. No, let's put some shit on the board,
guys. All right, we're basically got all the big hitters out of the way now. So now it comes down to like the, not the toppest of tier games, but like good games. Oh, yeah. Ones we think will be good. My next pick is going to be a little controversial. I'm sticking on the Sony side. And let me tell you, we're going to go vroom vroom with Gran Turismo 7.
That wasn't even my next choice.
That's a good choice. Good choice.
Because I think if Forza Horizon 5 is any indication. If there's ever a time for a racy game to come out and be good, I think it's this one.
Yeah.
Mayday Bomber says might as well pick up Metroid Prime 4 at this point.
Oh God. No.
I get to go again because it's a snake draft. And oh man, I'm doing it. A Plague Tale Requiem.
Fuck.
This is for me. This one's for me.
God damn it.
Love a Plague Tale. I believe in Asobo. The first one did decently enough on Metacritic. So I'm down for this one. That brings us back to Garrett. What is
Redfall?
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Like, you guys are making this too easy for me. I have a whole list set up with score projections.
We
and
haven't
shit.
even seen gameplay of Redfall yet.
I forgot that game existed.
Nobody knows what's up with it.
Yeah, they're trying to make it a sleeper hit, but they're saying it's supposed to be coming out this year. Might be pushed. I got some other ones that are going to come out this year. They're like, I looked at like their previous things. They're like weird oddball games, but like their last ones have been solid 80s. So like, let's do this. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. You believe in Arcane. I don't believe in Redfall at all, to be honest, if I'm being real, guys. Tom, I need your next game.
All right. Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
You
God.
son of a... That was my sleeper
This
pick.
is bad.
yeah,
I'm running out. I'm really running out.
Oh, dude, the trailer this week looks so good. Oh.
and you know reviewers are gonna be like all over it. It's Nintendo. It's Kirby.
Mayday Bomber asks, anyone gonna pick up Tiny Tina's Wonderlands?
Hold on.
That was
going to
be my
helping
next-
people.
Damn it.
But
Everyone
yeah.
relax.
Shut up.
Ethan, it's your turn, buddy.
All right. I'm thinking of whether to throw a Hail Mary right now. You know what? I don't think any of you guys will say this one. I'm gonna bet until the next round, and I go next like in one turn, right? So
yeah, it'll go Amon and then Amon, then you.
yeah. So one thing you can do is major DLC. Like I saw that was allowed.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna type it in already.
Cuphead, the delicious last course.
Yep.
Cuphead, incredible video game. Oh my god! And they've been working on this DLC for years. It's going to be a polished, incredible Cuphead experience. It's going to blow reviewers away. I'm really banking on this.
Finally has a release date. Bucky
Yeah.
Blue picking up Kirby for sure. It's got co-op. You and Ethan can play together.
Oh yeah, it's going to be an open world Kirby game, and it's going to be fun as hell.
So everyone keeps saying open world, but there's clearly a level select. Like I think it's going to be like big 3D platform. I don't think it's like open world like Breath of the Wild open world.
Yeah, not like that open world, but it's going to be the most expansive Kirby game that we've seen. Yeah,
for sure. I immediately sent the trailer to my girlfriend. I was like, "Do you want to play this?" Because I'm going to play it regardless.
I didn't know it was 2-player either, so that's good to know. Okay.
All right, guys. Yeah, co-op. One person plays as Kirby, the other plays as Bandana Waddle Dee. Wow. Wow. Banana Waddle Dee is what I was saying. Okay, Amon is next, and both of his next games are available still. So he's going to get Dying Light 2.
Oh, damn it.
No, that's gonna be a low scoring game. It's gonna be like a 70.
That's a bad pick.
70s for sure.
Mayday Bomber says remake the Crystal Shards cowards for
Cowards.
for Kirby. And then to follow up on, I believe the first Dying Light's like a 74 or something. So Amon might have shot himself in the foot there. The next game available on his list is Sifu.
Ah,
Which
good pick. Good pick.
could be good or it could not. It could. I'm gonna say that game's like a 78 from what I've seen.
There'll be some solid point pickup.
Yep. And that brings us back to Ethan.
All right, I said I was going to throw my Hail Mary, and here it goes. Bayonetta 3.
No.
If that hits, it's going to hit, and you know that. Nintendo might be able to get it done. I mean, it's been, in development since 2014 or something like that?
Does anyone know what the other Bayonetta games are rated?
Let me look it up real quick.
Because I have no idea. To be fair, I did think it looked pretty good, but like it's just not my
It's sitting
type
at a
of game.
92 on Metacritic for Bayonetta 2.
No way.
Yeah, for Bayonetta 2, it's a 92 on Metacritic. So,
Oh
and this, from what we've seen of Bayonetta 3, which is nothing. Have they shown any gameplay?
Yeah, we saw
a
trailer. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's there. It exists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. It's slated for this year. So
yeah,
we'll see. We're back to you, Tom.
I'm sure this is on no one's list. Rune Factory 5.
What?
I don't even know if it's on my list at all. It better be on there because I didn't check.
Rune Factory 5 is ineligible.
Why? It's a new game.
I don't know. I can't tell you why. It just tells me it's ineligible for the draft.
That makes no sense to me. Okay, that's stupid.
Interesting.
Okay,
Splatoon it was released 3. In Japan already in 2021.
Okay, that's why. That sucks.
Yeah.
Splatoon 3 is said.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. Dang.
Nah. Splatoon is trash.
Splatoon is popular. That's going to get good reviews.
Garrett, that brings us back to you, buddy. You over there like, I can't believe these idiots for the fourth time in a row.
Stalker 2.
It might not come out.
It's going to get delayed again. Yeah. All of Garrett's picks are going to get delayed to 2023, and it's going to be hilarious.
Oh, I have a secondary. Well, I don't know. I figured like I'd get all my ones that I figured you guys would take out first, because then I got like these other ones like, here's a free one, Darktide. If you look into the history of it, all the like Vermintide ones hit to like high 70s, low 80s. So it's just like decent pick.
Yeah.
It's on my list for
Maniac Bomber says Beyond Good and Evil 2 is gonna come out. Garrett, I'm just saying, if your list comes out and hits, then you could be sitting pretty.
Oh, it'd be ridiculous. If all those actually come out this year, Garrett won already.
Yeah, but to be fair though, he's only
Breath of the Wild's not coming out.
He's got three games. Starfield, Zelda, and Stalker slated for the end of the year, and if they don't come out, he's basically screwed. So I'm going to.
I like the strat though. I like it.
I'm going to pick my next games, and I'm going to take Triangle Strategy. It's that follow-up to Octopath Traveler.
Oh,
I think it looks dope. It's coming to Switch in March. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a really good game. I think I think Octopath was like an 83, so I think this one they'll probably be better because I think they've learned
well.
Yeah, and then for my next pick, I'm going to take. This is where it gets tough for me. Do I take this one now or wait? I'm gonna think you guys aren't gonna take this one, so I'm gonna take Tunic.
Okay, that's a good pickup.
All right, so I've got 5 of my 9 drafted. We're back to Garrett.
Kerbal Space Program 2.
What is that?
Excuse me.
You make spaceships in those games with these little aliens. It's a hilarious game.
You see how much of Austin Powers' penis rocket actually is sustainable? It's not. It's not. It doesn't even leave orbit.
All right, that's
too much wind resistance on the balls.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're back to you.
So this one, I feel like it's more like a sleeper. Like I don't know. Like I feel like it's risky, but it can do really freaking good. Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins.
Oh no, man.
Yes.
You can't be
yes. So Team Ninja makes really good games like the Neo series. If they can nail this game, it can actually be really damn great. So we'll see.
Oh yeah.
All right. I have zero faith in that. The game's getting like a 75.
Look, it can get a 90
points.
All right, Ethan.
All right.
Redeem some picks here.
So this pick is one that I am personally really, really excited for. We saw this at I forget if it was Xbox's E3 or if it was one of the game festivals last year. We saw it debut, and that is Cult of the Lamb.
Ooh, yeah. Good looking indie game.
Really cool indie looking roguelike that has some elements of town building, and you lead kind of a cult. And everyone worships you, and you go out and do. I don't know. It reminds me a lot of Binding of Isaac, and if it can hit as hard as Binding of Isaac, I mean, it's a shoo-in for a 90 on Metacritic.
I remember thinking that one looked dope, so I'm with you there. Let's see Amon's list and what games. Okay, the next 2 on his list are actually available. Not counting Stalker because Stalker got taken, but the next 2 are. So. He is going to take Atomic Heart.
Oh, wow. How did I forget about that
Which release date says TBA, so
it should be this year.
I don't know. I was thinking of putting it on my list, but the only reason I didn't was I think it's not going to get recognized. I think it's going to be a great game, just it's not going to get
I think it's advertising push. How weird it's been. I think it's grabbed enough people's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His second game that he's picking is Somerville.
Okay.
I don't know why he picked that one. I don't think it looks particularly great, but
looks okay.
Ethan, we're coming back to you. So we've got 6 out of the 9 drafted.
This is where it gets kind of difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. Should I? No, you guys won't pick that one. I'm gonna go with one that's coming out next month. It just got delayed, but it looks really fun. Weird West.
Oh, that's coming out in March.
Or March. Yeah, sorry, I forgot which month. But
that's
Weird West.
Actually, a pretty good shout.
It looks like a really, really fun game. The gameplay that we've seen so far looks really smooth. I think it's something that critics will eat up. So, and it's gonna be on Game Pass. Yay!
It is.
Yeah, it's going to Game Pass.
We might have talked about that last week, and I forgot. Tom, what do you got for me, buddy? See you over there plotting.
Yeah, it's hard because I have a list, but it's like I don't know how risky I want to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm gonna throw a risky one in here that might not even come out this year.
Ooh, I wonder if it's the one I'm thinking of.
It's the Callisto Project.
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of. Okay.
That looks nuts.
If it comes out this year, Dead Space was highly rated. I think this one can be really out there.
The Callisto Protocol. It says release date 2022.
Yeah. But no.
Have we even seen anything past cinematic trailers with that yet?
Just that weird little tease at the Game Awards forever ago.
Yeah, that is a risk then.
Garrett, you've been over there pretty confident. You still got games?
Yeah. Is Grounded allowed on the list?
Ooh, I don't know. Let me
they have a huge DLC coming out.
Grounded is ineligible.
Well, because it would technically be like a full release. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
think early access is ineligible, so that's why.
Damn. Because that game's getting so much better every time you play it. Like, that would be a great game once.
If that were the case, I was going to pick up Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves is fully out, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
it's not early access. Yeah. Okay. So
Dark Tide.
Dark Tide. Is that where is that?
It was low on my list, but it was
Total
there.
War Warhammer 3? Is that one?
No, I think it's like Warhammer 40K Dark Tide.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It should be a 40K.
Yes, 40K Dark Tide. Sorted. All right. Time for my 6th pick. Guys, we're getting into the nitty-gritty here of games. Now, I'm going to throw this one out there, and I want to get the consensus of the panel. Do we think Hollow Knight Silk Song is coming out this year?
Yes. You should choose.
You're just trying to screw me over.
I don't think so.
Look, okay. I mean, you've seen Garrett over there with those Hail Mary picks. I think you've been playing it safe. You can afford to throw a Hail Mary now, Kevin, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm really just coming in here swigging, just telling you to calm down. I'll just shut up, actually.
So I saved this one last time, and I said if it's still here when we come back around, I'll pick it. That's Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that one.
That was on my list.
Because people love those games. People love the first one. I can only imagine they'll love the second one.
How many more do we have?
That was my 6th. I'm about to pick my 7th. So we still got, you have 6. So we still got 3 more each.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to draft my next game, and that is going to be Ghostwire Tokyo.
Oh, that looks so cool.
That is a good
You took my next pick.
Another one that is still up in the air on when it's going to come out, but
it's supposed to be early 2022. That's one I'm gonna get for PS5. I'm not gonna wait for Game Pass. Deathloop I can wait to try. I don't care about, but Ghostwire is right up my alley. Like, that game looks so good to me.
Looks wild.
That brings us back to Garrett. I took your pick. So what do you got for me?
Just Royal Humans 2.
What,
the reprobed one?
The remake?
It's called Reprobed. Thank you very much.
It is the second. I don't think there ever was a Destroy All Humans 2, just number 1.
No, there was.
Oh, really?
Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed is ineligible.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Shit.
I liked where your head was at, though. That's a great video game.
If you want, I can read you the...
Let's say Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. Oh, that's one I forgot.
Yeah.
That might be a sleeper.
Like, you're making me go through some lists
apparently.
here. I had to pull out the second page. Just kidding.
Okay. Sorted. Tom, you're 7th, if you would, good sir.
Sonic Frontiers.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Y'all can have that one. That's a landmine. That's a minefield, that game.
No, so the thing with Sonic Frontiers, though, is it could be really good. Like, most Sonic games aren't, or recently.
Yeah.
But like, this could be the one that hits.
Recently, I would say a
And
large portion of Sonic games are not
hype.
good.
It's got the movie hype. That's right.
All right.
Tom, looking at God of War Ragnarok, Pokemon Legends, Kirby, Splatoon, you got a lot of, like, I don't know how these are going to be received games. The only one I'm nailed on for yours hitting is God of War, right? Like, if it comes out this year, that's definitely going to be a critical darling. The rest, I'm like, this could be a 68 or a 88. Ethan, what are you picking?
So this next one is not one that I'm playing, but I think it's going to hit hard, and that's Destiny 2: The Witch Queen expansion.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe nobody picked that.
So I think that one's going to be, I from what I hear from people that play Destiny 2, this is gearing up to be one of the biggest expansions, and Destiny 2 is still very popular, so I think it's going to hit pretty well.
See, the thing with that is, like, I talked to Thai guy Travis, who's reviewing it for IGN, and he always gives Destiny stuff like a 7. So even though he loves Destiny, okay, we're at Amon. So let me open his list, and okay, he's going to take Replaced.
Okay, good.
And I don't know if his next one is eligible because I think it's already out in Japan. So let me just look at that, because he wants Monarch, which is a JRPG coming out next month.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at that one too.
I'm excited for, but I think it's already out in Japan, and Garrett has disappeared. Yeah, it's ineligible. So I'm going to go to his next pick, which is Breath of the Wild 2, Suicide Squad, Redfall. None of his remaining picks are in play. So
hit that random.
We're gonna pick him. So here's the thing, though. I told that there's no. I don't think there is a random. Oh yes.
It's like auto select, but I don't know if it does it for all of us.
Yeah,
that's what I'm worried about.
Here's the thing, though. I told him if he ran out of games, I was gonna open the top available games and just pick the one available. So he's getting Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Okay. I'd say that's not a terrible choice.
And now I need. Oh no, it's your turn, Ethan. We need Garrett to come back though.
Yeah,
because he's up next. Oh no, he's okay. He got Tom in between. Okay, so he's got a little bit of time.
All right.
He does need to hurry up. Okay,
so let's see.
All right.
I got a couple that I could do. I'm really debating on which one I should do. Should I play it safe?
No.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me look at what its prequel did. This one's going to be coming out for Xbox on Game Pass. Got showed off during that huge amount of Game Pass titles, I think, at E3 when they just showed off 31 games. Let's see. Yeah, I'll lock it in. We're going to do Slime Ranchers 2.
Oh. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a really good one.
The people that are going to be reviewing it are the type of people that play that game. It's going to get good reviews. The prequel, Slime Ranchers 1, was a very popular game. It's just a very easy game. It looks like a very easy game to play, very casual game. Those usually don't get ripped apart by reviewers. So I think it's a pretty safe pick here.
Tom, you're up next, and then it's Garrett who needs to get back in here, or I'm giving him whatever's on the
giving
auto.
Him whatever.
And that'll be his fault for whatever happened to him.
Oh, it's
gonna
dead? Be you and me soon.
Is Tom dead? Oh God, what's happening?
Yeah.
I
mean, the last couple I have,
there you are.
They're hard to choose.
Yeah, your internet's hard to. Your internet's
the last
dying
couple I
right
have
now.
are they're just hard to choose. I feel like. Hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now we can, yeah.
Let me just turn off my camera for now and
Okay.
see if that at least helped my voice go through properly.
It's working now.
Jesus, what game do I want to choose?
Yeah, it's getting rough now.
All right, I'm gonna take the risky approach here, and I'm gonna whip out the Hogwarts Legacy.
Ooh, that game's not coming out.
It's a real risky choice, and
man, I hope it's coming out. That looks so cool. I want to play that so bad.
But listen, all I'm saying is the liberal games media is gonna tear it apart.
Shut
up. Yeah, they have to be unbiased.
And I can say that because I'm a liberal, so I can say that. That was a joke, by the way. In case anyone's listening, calm down. Don't start typing. J.K. Rowling did nothing wrong. Don't calm down. Jokes. Garrett, you came back just in time. It's your turn.
Perfect. Sorry, my internet died. Blood Bowl 3.
Yeah.
And could I get bonus points if I know the specific score it's going to be?
I mean, I can't say, I can't put that in. I don't even know what this game is.
I would agree to that. I would agree to that.
I think it's going to be 72. Exactly 72.
Why are you choosing low scoring games, bro?
If it's 72, he gets 4 points. Lock it in.
Yeah. Right. Just because, look it up. Blood Bowl 1, 2, all of the remasters, all of them have been between 72 and 74. It's crazy. I just thought that was a weird anomaly. I was like, all right, that's worth the list just for that fact.
Okay, guys. We're getting to the end here. Before we do counter picks, and then you'll have your free open slots for the rest of the year. Ah, man, we're down to a few here. How many more do I have? Because there's 3. Yeah.
I think you have one.
Trying to think. That might be. Oh man, there might be some good ones here. No, I have 7. So I'm picking 2, and that. Or wait, these are my last 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, so we're choosing 9 in total?
yeah.
Okay.
I believe that's what I set it to. If not, I assume it'll tell me. But I believe we did 9. I'm going to take Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Is that going to be an expansion?
Yes.
Oh,
And
that's a good pick if that's the case.
Apparently, the game's getting crapped on PC, so good luck.
And then I have to
And
decide.
88 on Metacritic.
I believe this game will come out finally. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
So that's a risky one. I like it though.
I'm taking it. I believe in those games. All right, we're down to Garrett for your. Is this your last pick? Yes, your final pick, Garrett. I believe, if I did the draft right.
All right, it's gonna be a weird swing, but we're gonna try for. Is there anything like Cyberpunk paid DLC 1?
No,
I don't think so. That's not happening ever.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, I mean, they would have to announce it first.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not announced.
Fair enough.
I can tell you some stuff on the top available games if you want me to read that off to you.
No. What else do I got on even on my list? All right, give me their top 3.
Total War, Warhammer 3, Forspoken, and Stray are the 3 remaining.
Oh, Stray.
Stray's that cat game.
Why'd you have to say it?
I didn't
the cat
pick it.
one, right?
Yeah, I think it looks awesome.
I think it's going to be a crazy artistic game.
Yeah. I'll give okay.
That's a good pick.
It's so cute. Even the picture of the cat. Oh my god. He's gonna be a good boy. I just know it. Okay. There's your hopefully final pick. Tom, what do you got here, buddy?
So, geez, this one was hard too because I have Forspoken on there, and
I think that game's gonna suck.
And I also have another one.
It's risky.
I think I'm gonna. All right, a Marvel Midnight Suns.
Amon already got that.
Amon already took it.
You fucking. All right. Oh, I guess I'm gonna go Forspoken. It looks pretty.
Yeah, look. Did you see that gameplay trailer they put out? Dropping frames left and right. Oh, it did not look great.
It's going to be one of the first games using Unreal 5, and I mean, any new integration of technology, it never goes that smoothly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the risk.
Tom, like I said, your list is all games that are either if they come out, they're going to be bangers, or they're going to all flop.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, you guys are going like, oh, let me look at the top games like from critics and analysts. I'm going with my heart.
Top games.
My heart.
I picked Slime Rancher too.
Well, some of them. Okay, take back what I said. There's like I'm only gonna play 3 of the games on my list, so I didn't pick with my heart. I picked to win.
Yeah, same.
Ethan, your turn.
All right. So it's coming down to playing it safe, throwing a Hail Mary, or doing personal preference. Let me look at my list. I think I can afford a Hail Mary.
There is still one big Hail Mary in play, I think.
I don't think it's the one I'm about to say, though, because I think I'm going to throw it out there. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora.
That is not what I...
See, I don't even think that's coming out this year. I wanted to choose that one.
Either. Okay.
I think that is... I think Avatar has needed a good video game forever. I remember they did like a movie, like one of those shitty movie video games, but it actually wasn't that bad. So to see it open world and actually fleshed out.
And Amon's 9th pick is Total War Warhammer 3.
Okay, yeah.
It's time to draft counter picks. Oh crap! Okay, so it's asking me to pick Amon's counter picks. He didn't give me counter picks because obviously he didn't know what we were going to draft. So I think as a group we should pick him some counter picks. And
how about we just do a random number generator for him? Whatever he gets because he's not here.
How do we do that?
I already got it up. So between us 4, he's going to have to pick from Tom's list.
Okay.
And on Tom's list, it's going to be number 2 on his list.
So what is counterpick? You can steal or
no? Counterpick is a game someone else picked that you think is going to flop. So you want to pick that, and then it'll get you points if it does poorly.
Okay, that's cool.
So it's going to be Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
Which actually isn't a bad pick. So I mean, good for. And then he gets another one, right?
I think so.
He does 2 in a row, or
yeah. I gotta pick it for him though. Pokemon, where are you? Pokemon Legends Arceus. Select game is counterpick. Great.
And it has to be picked by another player, correct?
Yes, it does have to be picked by another player.
Okay.
It's going to you, Ethan, now. So I think
it's going to me.
I don't know if it's a snake for this one. So
right. Okay.
What do you want to counterpick?
So question before I make my decision. If I counterpick a game and it doesn't even come out this year, do I get 70 points?
I don't know if you get 70 points. I do think you get points, though.
I do get points for a game that doesn't come out. Okay. So I'm going to counterpick Garrett's Breath of the Wild 2, which is really risky. If that comes out, I will be at last place. But if I have very little hope that it's coming out this year.
Arkwing says, I think it's just one counterpick. No, my screen says 2 counterpicks. There's 2
it's
spots.
showing us 2.
I think it depends on how many people you got and how many games. Okay, Tom, we're up to your counterpick.
Cool. Suicide Squad, Kill Justice.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. All right.
You have no faith.
You're going to lose a couple points on that.
So, honestly, I shouldn't have chosen like live service games either, because I feel like they're going to be like tanking, and that's where you made the mistake as well. So,
me?
No, Ethan choosing a Suicide Squad.
Is that a live service game?
I believe so.
No, it's an open world single player.
It's we don't know. It was rumored to be a live service game.
I don't think so. Not after the Marvel Avengers debacle. They know better.
I don't know. We have Gotham Knights doing the same thing, so we'll see.
Garrett, what is your counter pick? He's muted.
Can I counterpick myself?
No.
He doesn't even believe in his own lost faith.
He's like Blood Bowl 3.
No, like I don't know, because like I forget what you guys picked. You guys picked like a lot of like niche guaranteed to come out titles, and then there's me just like coming through this thing with a chainsaw. So it's like I don't counterpick, and it's for you get points if they don't come out.
No, you want a game. You want to pick a game that you think is going to do poorly that someone else picked.
Okay.
So like, if you thought, I don't know, Lego Skywalker Saga was going to do poorly, you would counterpick me with that game. But if you thought, I don't know,
let's
Hogwarts
choose the second last place. I'm going at completely random because I did not have everybody else's list down. Let's choose the second last place of Kevin. Whatever your second last place is.
The last game is Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Yep. Done. That's what it is.
All right. That's one way to do it. Okay, it's my turn. I already know what I'm gonna pick, guys. This is an easy one, and it's Blood Bowl 3 because why? Like why? I don't understand why you even drafted it. Okay. Now it's still my turn to pick. So the next one, which I also think is kind of which one do I want to go with? Oh man, there's so many games I think on here that'll be bad. Like I have no faith in Stranger of Paradise. I don't believe in a lot of these, like Somerville Replaced, but like again they're indie, so
Replaced looks good.
You know what game I think I'm gonna counterpick is Evil Dead though. That's from the people that made like that Friday the 13th game.
I'm pretty sure Friday the 13th was well received though. even though it's garbage.
Yeah, that's sort of. It was well received, and it sort of has more of a cult following. That's why I picked it. And then like you got that, like they have a few playthrough videos of like the whole house thing going on. It looks decent.
Oh no, Friday the 13th has a 69 on Metacritic.
Yeah. Ooh, see, there you go. Like,
yeah, dang. Which was the other game that I looked at? Dead by Daylight. Yeah, fair enough.
Going Evil Dead. It was between that or Midnight Suns for me. I'm going Evil Dead. All right. Why didn't that show up yet? Oh, there it goes. Okay, Garrett, your
Midnight
last
Suns.
Yeah,
that's a solid pick.
I hope you're wrong because I want the game to be good. Tom,
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Fine. No, come on, man.
Wow. You don't think it's coming out this year, do you?
Oh no, I just don't think it even looks good. I don't even like the concept of it.
You don't think that's going to be reviewed well?
It's just a weird looking game. I don't care about reviews. I'm looking at, will I play this game? I'm hoping the other reviewers. Yeah. I'm hoping the reviewers are looking at the same way. Like, would I play this game if I wasn't being forced to do it for my damn job? No. That's Ghostwire Tokyo.
No, that game looks dope. Ethan.
I'm going to stick with the theme of games I don't think that are coming out this year because I think I can get some points on that. Hogwarts Legacy.
That was a risky one. I have a lot of those on my list, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't go with that strat because I just wanted to like believe. And then give me the random number generator for Amon's.
Yes. So it's going to come from your list, Kevin.
Great.
And it's going to be number 1 on your list.
Oh, he's counterpicking Horizon Forbidden West.
Wait, should we do that to him? Should we? Yeah, the numbers spoke. The numbers spoke. You want me to redo it?
We'll take a vote. There's 4 of us.
It seems a little rude because there's no way he would actually do that.
At least it was something like 5 and below from our list.
Realistically.
So I'll do 5 to 9. So let me do the generator, see who it is. All right, it's going to come from Tom's list. And we'll do 5 to 9. And it's going to be his 7th pick.
Sonic Frontiers.
Okay.
Reasonable.
That's a reasonable choice.
That's a very reasonable choice.
That could be very bad.
Yo, what up, Crazy Lou? Thanks for stopping by. Show is ending soon, but scrub back and you got an hour and 50 minutes worth of content here. We appreciate you stopping by. Yeah. Drop a like and thanks for hanging out. We're just finishing up our fantasy draft.
And it's a pretty ridiculous one.
Lou, I keep meaning to tell you, his name is Ryan Reynolds, right? Not Brian Reynolds.
No, Brian's his evil twin brother. He's the one that bought Mint Mobile and started making the advertisements. I don't know if he's doing it to like be a joke with me or he didn't know. Like, okay, but Amon is getting Sonic Frontiers as his counter pick game. Okay, guys, the draft is over. And if we're looking, everybody has the same projected points right now. Oh, no, they don't. I turned on the projected points. So, projected. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go in order and let everyone know what they're projected to score, and then we're gonna end this podcast. So, coming in projected last place is Garrett with 87.11.
Really?
Yes.
Ouch.
Then is Ethan with 90.09.
It's rigged.
Then Tom with 94.11. Then Amon barely above him with 94.67. And I am predicted to win with a score of 128.83 points, 30 points more than the other highest. So I'm just saying, if the projected points are accurate, I'm going to smash this league. You guys got no chance.
I don't know. Things happen. Games get delayed. I don't know if you played a lot of fantasy sports, but I've had projections that I was going to win until my Aaron Rodgers breaks his neck 2 seasons ago, and I can't play. So things happen. Good luck.
It's
and
true.
I'm gonna go right into bidding after this. So I mean, it's not over.
I'm waiting till we get some game announcements. I don't need to bid right now.
I'm
Remember,
doing one.
If you pick up a game, you can drop it. If you don't think like you get drops, especially if they get delayed, you can drop them. So just make sure you're paying attention to game releases. We talk about them, but we'll revisit this at the end of 2022, guys. See who won. And maybe we'll have a bet or something. Amon still owes me $5, so there's that. But Arkwing, I'm waiting till summer before bidding. Not a bad strat. A lot of games are going to get announced for E3, I think. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out for almost 2-hour long podcast. It's been a lot of fun. We had a great discussion on a bunch of topics, and then about an hour-long fantasy draft. So make sure to like, share, subscribe. We bring you this content every week. We do appreciate it. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Project XTalk. We have a Patreon. If you want to go over and support us over there, $1 gets you a shout out at the beginning of every show. And we'll continue to offer more stuff when we can. Support goes a long way, but we do appreciate it. Tom, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at Alpaca Tom. On Xbox, way too greasy. We can play not Halo Infinite.
Oh my god. Ethan, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at WhiteSeaDeer1 and also add me on Xbox at Gravy3448. Let's go play some Sea of Thieves.
Garrett, where can they find you?
You can find me at WaywardenG at Xbox and Twitter. Let's play some games.
And you can find me at the Muffin Mon. It's a 1 and 7 I and an O instead of an A. Again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. We will see you next week, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure to come hang out with us. Goodbye.